You got a tattoo? Then you gotta have a story behind it. We're Tat-Stories, and we bring our viewers those stories. Baseball guy and the kahuna hit the streets this week for our viewers. Our first story kisses ass, literally lips and all. Our second features balanced ink and an outlook to match. And our final is a sunflower with eyeballs. Oh, yeah.
Baseball guy here, and I have Hannah. Hannah, are you a local here?
No, well, I'm trying to be. I'm from Tampa, Florida.
Wow. Well, we have a big presence in Tampa, Florida. So it's really awesome to have someone here on the left coast representing the right side.
Yeah, the Tampa scumbags. Love it, love it, love it.
What part of Tampa are you from?
St. Petersburg.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
I actually went to school for a little bit in Eckerd College.
For
Do you know?
sure. It's my backyard.
Yeah. So yeah, very familiar with it. Kahuna has spent quite a bit of time in Tampa, and it's our second home. So you've also done a lot of traveling besides coming to San Diego. You've been to China, and China got you one of these most awesome ink stories ever. So why don't you tell me about this?
All right, yeah. So in 2017, I backpacked China for a month by myself, and I met these two guys. They were like in their 30s, and they didn't speak a lick of English, but I ended up befriending them, and we traveled together for like 2 weeks. They were tattoo artists and bar owners in like a really rural part of China, so they were super excited. They wanted me to come visit them and get a tattoo, so I just, on a whim, got on a 5-hour bus ride into the absolute sticks of China. I had to get like approved by the Chinese government to go there, and yeah, they gave me this cool tattoo. They said I like couldn't pick it out. I couldn't know what it was beforehand, and that I wasn't allowed to give them any money for it. So yeah, it hurt a lot. Definitely like right on the bone, but it's a cool experience. I'd like tell them I needed to go to the bathroom, and they just would have no idea what I'm saying. They're like, bzz, like, hey, I need to go. Please stop.
Did anything fall out? Any trickles or anything?
Oh, I can't say that on camera. Come on, I have some dignity.
Oh man! And so now, what did you think when you saw the tattoo after it was done?
Well, obviously knew it was going to be a dragon as it progressed, and I thought it was sick. Like, towards the foot area and like kind of around my ankle bone, it started getting really sensitive, so I was fidgeting. Like, I already don't really have a lot of fat on my legs, so it was just really like right on the bone. So, I mean, it's a great tattoo, and I'm going to go back and have it touched up over the areas that I was kind of fidgeting over, but I couldn't be happier. It's my favorite tattoo.
And Hannah, how much did that tattoo cost you?
Absolutely no money whatsoever. They wouldn't let me pay for anything. They wouldn't let me pay for it, so.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. And now, was that your first tattoo?
No, I got my first tattoo when I was 15 in a garage, so. It
What was that tattoo?
says, life goes on, with an infinity symbol.
Nice,
I
awesome.
also have this, I can't really show you that one now.
Well, you can tell us about it.
I've got my best friend and I. We got lips on our asses of like each other's lips. So that was a 16-year-old. I wouldn't say regret because it's always just a milestone in your life, but it's now on my body forever.
So you literally are an ass kisser.
Well, yeah, just for her. Love you, Bobby Ray.
Bobby Ray.
Bobby Ray from the West Coast. Love you, girl.
So what's your next tattoo going to be?
Well, I just got this. I got one this year. I got this mountain lady in Nepal. I climbed Mount Everest. So,
Oh my gosh, how was that?
well, not the whole thing, just to the base camp. It was pretty intense. But I felt like I needed to I wanted a Mother Earth symbol, so that's why I got that one. It was definitely a cool experience. You know, tattoos should be a landmark for your life. In my opinion, I like to get tattoos that signify something important to me, and I mean, says the girl with the lips on her ass, but
You were 16.
I was, yeah. It's important to, I mean, your body is yours, you know, and it's all the scars, the tattoos, the imperfections that you acquire over your life are sort of your physical stories. So something that should be cherished and highly valued.
Well, I totally agree, and I think you've done a phenomenal job. And I also know you have an amazing ability to walk very funnily. So why don't you show us how you walk? You can't make this stuff up, guys. Baseball guy checking out. Baseball guy here, and I've got Chris. Chris, what are you doing out here today?
Just out drinking. My birthday's on Monday, so kind of celebrating for the weekend. Yeah.
Happy birthday. And speaking of your birthday, you've got an awesome tat on your back about Libra, which is your birth sign. Or tell me a little bit about that one.
So I was never really one to really believe. I definitely don't believe in like daily horoscopes and whatnot, but there's something about astrology that kind of like interests me, and like the tides shift with the seasons, and like the way that the planets revolve around the sun, and there's something to be said for there could be some kind of influence on how your cells split as you're growing in your mother's womb during certain times of the year that could possibly influence your personality and the kind of your hardwiring. So again, I never really thought much about it, believed in it. One of my friends had me read my zodiac sign, Libra, and then also my Chinese astrology sign, which shouldn't even correlate at all because they're on different cycles and whatnot, but they were like almost matched verbatim and really struck a chord in so many ways that kind of got me thinking or feeling that way. So just as an identification of that, I identify as a Libra. So I got a Libra tattoo. Didn't want to get just the traditional like scales, so it's all symbolism. So it's the omega, which is the Greek symbol. There's also dragons on each side facing away, so they represent the scales. And then their tails intertwine into an infinity symbol, which I'm a musician and an artist and architect, and the things I build and create. And I've had music on the radio that's blasting out through the universe right now that's going to be there forever. And so that's my infinity, my living on forever. So
Awesome. And then we also got, and this always reminds me of the movie Animal House, or those little cartoons or whatever, where you got the angel and the devil, and you got them on your shoulders, but they're a little bit different than the normal angel and devil.
Yeah. So it's, I think, a universal thing that there's a reason that it's a universal symbol. People identify with that angel and devil and the dichotomy and always trying to make those decisions. And so it's the angel and the devil, but they're gargoyles, and gargoyles are protectors. So either way I go, I've got somebody looking over my back, right? But also as an architect, gargoyles are a symbol, and it's always something I've been interested in. I've actually got a book at home that's a book of all these different types of gargoyles and different styles and the different meanings and things like that. So it's kind of tying that in together. And also, as a Libra, you've got the balance and the kind of scales, and and just I would say I live sort of an alternative lifestyle, a little edgy lifestyle, where some people would say, "Oh, he's a sinner," but I know I'm a good person, and the things I do don't hurt anybody, and they don't hurt me for that matter. So like that's a sliding scale, what's good and what's bad, and so it kind of like identifies that.
And which side do you think you listen to the most then?
Again, it would depend on what you think is good and what is bad.
What do you think is good and bad, right? Because it's your gargoyles.
I think as a Libra, I'm balanced perfectly, right down the middle.
There you go. Awesome. Well, they're amazing work. Who was your artist?
So these guys were done by Milton up at Tattoo Royale on Turquoise Street. I've got this one. This is actually Kayla. That's my dog that passed away about 6 years ago. That was done by Tony Curl over at Sideshow. The one on my back, the original line work was done by Shorty in my dining room at my house. And then I had the color done recently by Tony over at Sideshow. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today, man, and looking great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Baseball guy out. All right. Baseball guy here with Jenna. Jenna, what brings you to San Diego today?
I'm just visiting, having fun. Went kayaking in La Jolla yesterday, so.
Oh, I love La Jolla. And now you live in Victorville, you said?
Yes, in the high desert.
Okay, and you're from New Mexico, and you've got some tattoos on your arms here that we'd like to talk about. Why don't you tell me about this one that you just got here that looks like a sunflower with an eye in it?
I got it just about 2 weeks ago. I got the skull because I'm from New Mexico, and I just like that it explains like growth. So that's why I got that one.
Okay, and then what about the sunflower with the eyeball?
I got the eye because I like how in tune, I think eyes represent intuition, and I feel like moving to a new place, I became in tune with myself, so that's why I got it.
And are you loving California now?
Yeah, I love California.
All right, and what was the first tattoo you got?
The first one I got was actually on my ankle, and it's also an eye. and it's pretty small. So
Okay. And how old were you when you got that one?
I was 19.
19. All right. She didn't have the fake ID, unlike some of our people, huh? You're a good girl, Jenna, huh?
Yeah, I went with the rules. So
And what's your next tattoo?
I'm not sure. I think something with the ocean would be cool, like waves or to fill in my arm. So
You trying to get the whole sleeve?
maybe just a half sleeve, but just to fill up some pieces.
Okay. Anything on the other arm at any point in time?
No, it's weird. All my tattoos are on the left side of my body, not on purpose. That's just how it happened.
Right brain thinker there for you.
Yeah, so.
All right, Jenna. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today, and we look forward to seeing you on YouTube.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks.
Bye.